Welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be playing in the Limit 1 Festival, except right now it's Tuesday. The Limit Festival hasn't started yet. So how am I going to play in the Limit 1 Festival? Well, here's the thing. I'm not. I'm going to play this Limit 1 Festival deck in Diamond Tier, just because I'm going hard today. Alright, so here is the ultimate water deck for the Limit 1 Festival. Now, there was a tournament for Limit 1 Festival that was hosted by Duel Meta, and there were no water decks. There was Tri Brigade, there was people playing Sword Soul, there was crazy grasses greener piles, but no water deck. So you're not going to see this on the Duel Links Meta website, only here, only on SimKing's YouTube channel. So if you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing. You'll see more of this stuff in the future. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a Limit 1 deck with 2 cards in it. That's not allowed. Let's quickly fix this. Alright, that's the deck. Let's quickly go through the extra deck, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, that's the deck. Now let's get to the gameplay. Hope you enjoy this in the Limit 1 Festival. Alright, let's go. We got a pretty solid hand here, but we are going second. Opponent playing Sword Soul. This is Limit 1 deck versus Sword Soul on the rank ladder in Diamond. Can we pull this off? How are we going to pull this off? Opponent making the Grandmaster. They're going to make Grandmaster. Presumably they're going to make Baron de Fleur, although they could also make the other Sword Soul level 10, which we got in our extra deck here. I think Cheng Yang. Supreme Sovereign. Cheng Yang. Opponent's going for the Cheng Yang. Alright, well, we got a plan here. We got a plan. Let's draw. We draw Citadel Whale. That could come in handy, but let's get Kaiju in. And we're going to try and steal. Do this first here. Opponent has Max C. Always got the Max C. There's nothing we can do. We're going to try and steal with the Monster Reborn. But made a bit of a mistake here. Opponent can banish to negate a monster effect on the field. So they're going to banish the monster we target with the Monster Reborn. Maybe it would have been better. I think we still had to do it this way. We couldn't get rid of the Grandmaster. If we Kaiju the Grandmaster and tried to steal him, we wouldn't have been able to get rid of the Cheng Yang. So I think we did it the right way. If there's a better line, let me know in the comments. Monster Reborn gets fizzled. Gonna try and go rank 4 here. Into the Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken, a pretty great card. Turns everything into water, and once per turn pops. Gonna pop that Sword Soul Grandmaster, who'd already used his effect this turn. Pass to the opponent. They got an effect monster, so they can't use their 10 Spirit effects. We're gonna hold on to this Solemn Judgment. This can come in handy. Opponent making the Sword Soul tie. We're gonna pop that before he gets the token. Opponent gonna activate Special Summoning the Strategist, getting the token. Now, I was worried he was going to use his 10 Spirit effects. He has a Shuna in the graveyard, but he did not use it. He made Baron de Fleur, and we're going to negate with the Solemn Judgment. Get out of here, Baron. And opponent is going to battle, but Stealth Kraken special summons. When he dies, he special summons a Kraken. So we still got a Kraken. And we get a once per turn pop in the main phase, so we're going to pop. And now it looks like we're in charge here. Back to our turn. We draw Prince. Prince is pretty great. We can pop this back row. Draw a heavy infantry. Get popping. 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing. Let's special summon our Citadel Whale. Get the effect of the Prince. Now, I'm not running it, but we could have summoned Marksman here, and if we run the other level 3 mermail Atlantean attack squad, that's the one that has 2,300 attack points. I'm pretty sure that would have been lethal, so maybe a good argument to running the attack squad. It's a bit of a dead draw, but 2,300 attack on a level 3 monster, hey, would have got us lethal here. But unfortunately, we're going to have to settle for almost lethal. And we're going to need some defense here, so I'm going to make the Abyss Lacia. We got the discard with the heavy. Gonna try and beat the Sword Soul player. Doing our best. But Sword Soul, if they got anything, they got extensions, and he's got the Ecclesia. Opponent getting the Moyi, revealing an emergence in hand, so they got more extensions on this, but we got to pop. We're going to pop the token to turn off his Tenyi Spirits in the graveyard. Token going to get summoned, and we're going to get the pop from the heavy. Pop that token. Opponent activating the emergence, searching for Ataya, and Taya's going to do it all over again, make the token. And he's going to special summon into another Grandmaster. Grandmaster effect going to activate. Moyi going to activate. He's going to get adding to hand and drawing. Back to a 3-card hand here. Revealing a Sacred Summit. Going to special summon his other Grandmaster from the graveyard. And we're in trouble here. But we're going to send to the graveyard a Fishborg Archer. And we're going to special summon our Kaiju. He's the only monster we got with 3000 defense. Can stand up to these Grandmasters. So no more attacks from our opponent. Only 1500 life points left. We're going to summon the Fishborg from the graveyard. We got Ice Barrier. And opponent's conceding. He didn't even know we were a Limit 1 deck. Limit 1 deck beating the #1 ranked deck, Sword Soul. Alright. Now it says connection failed, but we know that was a rage quit. That was a rage quit. He thought he was done for. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Our opponents are not restricted to a single copy of the card in their deck, so we're just going to have to power them out. Buzzsaw Shark. Gonna get negated with an Effect Veiler. Alright, he did his best. Opponent probably has 3 copies of Effect Veiler. Basically cheating. Let's set this Imperm and pass a turn here. We got a Max C. We can stop our opponent from doing things, but our opponent is not doing anything. Brick Hand in Diamond Tier. Who knows what our opponent's doing? Let's try making a XE monster again. Using the right hand Shark, our monster will be immune from destruction by battle. And when we detach, we're going to get a search. In addition to getting our Toad. So get searching. Get a Bismegalo. Bismegalo gonna summon itself. Gonna pop a face down. Let's see what this face down was. Magic Cylinder. Opponent pulling some jank of their own, and they're done. Got him with the Limit 1 Festival deck list. Didn't even have to use the Max C. Let's go on to another game here. Alright, we got a bit of a bricky hand, but we got a lot of interaction. Let's just pass to our opponent's turn. Hope they let us draw some cards with Max C. Opponent activating a Pot of Desires. We could ash this, but we're just going to let it resolve here. Opponent going to activate a Heavenly Prison. Their set cards won't be destroyable. No summoning. We're still top deck mode. Gameciel not going to help us out. Opponent passing. Back to us. Let's see what we draw here. Oh, we're live. We're live. We drew the Prince. Opponent activating goes in match. 1 attribute of monsters. We don't care about that. All our monsters are water. Opponent ashing the Prince. They don't know that you're supposed to ash the Dragoons that we sent to the graveyard. Gonna teach an opponent a lesson here. Get the Megalo. Special summon itself. Dumping the Kaiju and the Whale, which we will not need. Tribute to get 2 attacks. Get the Dragoons. XE summon. Shark. Gonna activate Shark here. Get our Toad. Search again for Deep Sea Diva. Now, we could have, if I was paying attention, we could have searched for Merlin Glacia, done a bit of a Link 2 play, and that would have gotten us 5 waters in graveyard. But, hey, you live, you learn. Back to the opponent's turn. They got 1,000 life points left. What are they going to do? Opponent activating evenly matched. We are not going to negate that. We're going to let them summon the Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Opponent, main phase 2. Pot of Desires. We're going to negate that, steal their pot. And now our toe's going to activate. Let us add a card back to our hand. We're going to get the prince back. Opponent's setting. Back to our turn here. Opponent acting as summon limit. We can only summon twice. Well, we don't need any more than 2. We're going to send a face-up heavy pop. Pop that Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And we don't need to do this, but we're going to use our second summon. Tribute the prince. Special summon the Dragoons back onto the field. And opponent is done. Beat another Diamond Tier deck with a Limit 1 deck. Let's do one more game. Oh, very interesting hand here. We got a search with the Foolish Barrel Goods. Opponent's going first. They're activating Scrap Recycler. We're going to negate with Effect Failure. This probably is some combo with Hulk of Fibrax. Involves sending a monster from their deck to the graveyard. So pretty happy we could stop that. Opponent's setting 1 card. Back to our turn. Draw a White Stingray. Let's get searching with Foolish Barrel Goods. Opponent going to Ash. Ash going to negate the Foolish Barrel Goods. That's okay. Let's summon the White Stingray, ditching the Prince. Make us the Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken going to turn our opponent's monsters into water and let us pop as a quick effect once per turn. Get attack in here. We don't know what this set card is. We're going to be a little careful. Now we're going to activate the Monster Reborn. Summon our Prince and get search in here. Add a heavy and a Dragoons. We got the Deep Sea Diva for next turn. Opponent could summon monsters, but we can pop anything they summon with a Stealth Kraken. Opponent summoning a Scrap Raptor. Let's get popping that right away. Stop him from popping himself, and opponent is done. Doesn't even know we're playing a Limit 1 deck. Alright, well that was a lot of fun. Let's go back to the deck list and do a little discussion. Alright, so I really love the concept of a Limit 1 deck. It reminds me of a Commander format in Magic. Every game is going to be so different because you are going to lose the hyper consistency that you see in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So I think this event is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to playing it when the event is actually open. So we got a lot of hilarious cards in here, one-ofs that hopefully can jank our opponent out. And really looking forward to it. So be sure to tune in, check that out. I might also try some of the decks I see on ladder, or I might try some of the decks I see in the tournament that was held. So looking forward to doing that. Hope you tune in, and I'll just pan through the rest of this deck, and then I'll see you next time.